Hello everyone, welcome to class today. Make sure you have a journal and pen, but otherwise you don't really need any props for class today. Just come and join me on your mat. We're going to start lying down in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the heels of your feet together, the soles of feet together. Let your knees splay wide and then just gently lower yourself down to your back. If you would like, you can put blocks underneath your thighs or your knees to give your hips a little bit of support. But bring your hands to rest on your solar plexus between your belly button and your sternum. And begin to breathe. The solar plexus is the fire chakra. So we're going to be doing a lot of core work. We're going to be doing some breath of fire. The solar plexus is the seat of our will. This is what enables us to get shit done, for lack of a better term. This is what enables us to do stuff, to do what we want to do, to pursue our dreams and our goals. So if you're ever feeling like maybe you're lacking a little bit of motivation or drive, a surefire way to get that is to engage your solar plexus through core work, core exercises, breath of fire, some of the exercises that we'll be doing today. So continue to take just deep breaths, focusing in on your solar plexus. See if you can imagine a yellow ball of light residing right in that space between your belly button and your sternum. Maybe imagine you can see a little flame there, maybe just a candle flame, maybe a big fireplace fire. There's no right way, just see what comes up for you. Relax into your low back and your hips. Don't be deceived, this class is starting nice and easy, but we're going to be getting to some harder work here in just a few minutes, so enjoy this pose while we're here. Beautiful. Release that visualization if you were taking part. Take another deep breath in, and on your next exhale, bring your knees together. You can use your hands to assist if you would like. And hug your knees into your chest, maybe rock side to side. And then flex your feet and extend your legs up to the sky. I like to tuck my hands underneath my bum, underneath my hips to give my low back a little support. And we're going to get started right away with single leg lifts. So keeping your feet flexed, lower down the right leg to the ground to hover, and then the left. Right leg lowers to hover, lift it back up, and then the left. You want to be exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you lift up. Just continuing to alternate legs here. Keep going. Leg lifts are amazing for your core. They work a lot of those inner deep core muscles. We're so enamored by six-pack abs, but the real juice, the real secret to a powerful core lies behind the six-pack abs, which is what we're going to be working on today. So keep on lowering and lifting those legs, alternating one at a time. Go ahead and do one more each side. Beautiful. We're going to do double leg lifts, so make sure your lower back stays flush to the mat this whole time. Flex your feet and lower your legs and lift. Now as you lower them, only lower them to the point where you start to feel your lower back lift off the mat. I don't want your low back to lift off the mat at all. So you might not be lowering your legs that far, and that's fine. It's not about how far you can lower your legs, it's about that integrity in your core. Beautiful. Keep going. You're doing great. And last one. Beautiful. Hug your knees into your chest. Give your low back a little massage, rock side to side, and then extend your legs again. We're going to be doing hip lifts. So using your core, lift your hips up to the sky. Kind of like a reverse crunch. Just press your toes to the ceiling. You can use your hands by your sides to brace yourself. Keep lifting. This is another one of those exercises that gets partially to our low abs, but also into our inner abs, which is where the real solidity and firmness of our core comes from. The more we practice these exercises that work our inner core, the stronger not only our core becomes, but the stronger our will becomes. The more we can follow through, keep our promises, complete things that we would like to do, complete goals that we set for ourselves. Beautiful. Keep going. You're almost there. You're doing such a great job. Do one more. And hug your knees to your chest. Well done. Rock side to side, and then extend your legs one more time. Lift your arms up so you can lift your shoulders off the mat, and we're just going to pulse here, pulsing towards your legs, keeping your shoulders off the mat. Don't mind my cat Cleo. Keep pulsing and pause. Beautiful. Then we're just going to bend the knees, plant the feet on the mat, and we're going to do heel taps. So stretch right fingers to heel, left fingers to heel, alternating either side. Beautiful. Keep going. Hopefully you don't have a cat on your core like I did. That was really hard. Just a few more and relax down. Beautiful. Now we're just going to hug our knees into our chest. We're just going to rock and roll like a ball to coming up to a seated position. So rock back, rock forward. Do as many of these as you like. Maybe build up some momentum. If you want to try not holding your hands behind your thighs, seeing how much of your core you can use, go ahead. The key here is to not let your feet touch the mat when you come up. We want to be rolling right up into boat pose. Do one last one. And then we're going to hold boat pose here. So there's a lot of different variations where you can hold your hands behind your thighs, you can have your arms out in front of you, you can straighten the legs, whatever you feel today. Just keep holding boat pose. Hold it, hold it. Traditional yoga doesn't have many core poses, but this is one. Bring your hands out in front of you, clasp your hands. We're going to start doing twists. So lower your hands to the left and then to the right. Twisting from your core. If this is too much, you can always lower your feet down to the mat and twist from there, or you can keep your feet up, whichever one works for you today. Or you could do half and half. You could do a few with your feet lifted up and a few not. Beautiful. Do just a few more here. One more each side. Beautiful. Cross your legs. Do a little seated cat-cow here to release tension in your low back. You did a great job. Go ahead and come back into your boat pose. We're going to come into canoes. So extend your legs, extend your arms out, extend your legs, and pull your legs back into your chest. Extend your legs, pull them back into your chest. Boat to canoes. And if this is too hard, you can put your hands behind your back to support you as well. Beautiful. Almost done, just a few more. Whew, well done. All right. Rock and roll some more, do some of those nice spine rolls. We're gonna rock and roll all the way up to a forward fold. So use your core, use your momentum to roll yourself up to standing into your forward fold. A nice relaxing posture. Go ahead and just really relax into this. You can walk your feet out from side to side. You can clasp opposite elbows. Let yourself sway. Just let yourself relax here. Beautiful. Go ahead and plant your hands and step back into downward dog. Beautiful. Maybe bend your knees here if you need to straighten your spine. Walk out your feet a little bit if you need to, but find some stillness here if you can, just for a breath. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, press yourself forward to plank. Hold the plank. Inhale back to downward dog. Exhale forward to plank. Inhale back to downward dog. Exhale forward to plank. Inhale back to downward dog. Continue like this on your own, matching your breath to your movement, really using your core to guide you forward and back. And it's okay if your down dog is a little wider, the stance here too. Keep going, just a few more. Beautiful. Come into plank and hold your plank here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Beautiful. Drop your right knee to the mat. We're going to come into our supported side plank here on the right side. So you can stay here with your knee supporting underneath you. If you're feeling super strong today, you can extend that right foot behind your left. And then if you're feeling just super powerful, stack your feet. Lift your arm up to the ceiling. And then if you're feeling like you have a little fun in you today, lift that top leg up to the sky for star pose. Hold it. Continue to breathe here. That is the key. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Come back to plank and press back into downward dog. Walk it out. Wiggle your hips if you need to. Take a deep breath here. Recenter yourself. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale forward to plank. And then we're going to come into side plank on the other side. So drop your left knee, pivot yourself so you're in your supported side plank on the left side. And same things here. Do what modification works for you. Whichever one that is. However strong you're feeling, see if you can test yourself. And then if you are feeling a little fun today, go ahead and lift that right leg up to the sky for star pose. And you might find one side is stronger than the other, and that's totally good too. Whatever works for you today. Beautiful. Exhale your right hand back to the mat. Come back into downward dog. Beautiful. And then on your next exhale, lower the knees. Coming into tabletop pose. And just breathe through a few cat-cows here. Moving as much or as little as you need, going as fast or as slow as you like. Beautiful. And walk your hands forward just a little bit and lower your hips forward to come into upward facing dog. Hold it here, open across the chest, and then press yourself back into downward dog. Well done. Walk it out, take a breath. And on your next exhale, come forward into plank and lower down into your forearm plank. I always find forearm plank harder than high plank, but we're gonna hold it here for about a minute. So really focus on pressing into the mat with your arms, firming up your core. Imagine that your tailbone is reaching to your feet, and breathe. That is the key here. That's gonna be the ticket to holding this for as long as we are. And we're almost done too. We're about halfway there. Keep holding it, you're doing great. Beautiful, almost there. Take one more deep breath in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale, drop the knees, lower down into Sphinx pose. Beautiful. Just relax here, just breathe. Allow your core to stretch out. Maybe wiggle your hips side to side if that feels comfortable. Elbows under shoulders. And then here, we're gonna do just a few cat-cows. So inhaling to extend your chest, And then exhaling, scooping your abs up into your spine. Inhaling, extending your chest. Exhale, scoop your abs up to your spine. You are lifting your core off the mat here, but your hips are staying on the mat. It's a very subtle, small movement. So just a few more here. You're doing great. On your next inhale, come back to Sphinx pose. And we're going to do breath of fire in our Sphinx pose. Now, if you're on your period, if you're pregnant, if you have lung or heart issues, just breathe deeply here. If none of those things are you today, then come with me into breath of fire. So take a deep breath in, exhale halfway, exhale all the way, inhale halfway, and then begin. Breath of fire is those sharp pumps back into your spine. Continue on. You're doing great. Really snap your stomach back into your spine. It's a little harder in Sphinx pose, but it really works your core. It's good at focusing you. It's good at directing your will where you want it to go. Continue on. We're here for about a minute, so you're almost there. You're doing great. Keep it up. If you need to take a breath, if you get lightheaded, take a breath and then just go right back into it. Doing great. Almost there. Breathe in deep and exhale. Well done. Go ahead and do one more cat-cow. Inhale to broaden the chest, and then exhale, scoop your spine and let your stomach lead you all the way back up into your forearm plank. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come up into dolphin pose. So take a deep breath in and exhale, press yourself back into dolphin, which is basically downward dog, just on your forearms. Inhale forward, back to forearm plank. Exhale, back to dolphin. Inhale forward, forearm plank. Exhale, back to dolphin. Continue like that, just a few more rounds. We're almost done with all the hard stuff. You guys are doing great. Come back into your forearm plank. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and drop your knees. Come back into your Sphinx pose and grab your journal. This is the best part because now I guess we just get to enjoy a yin pose and journal a little bit. So today's journaling prompt is centered around your will. We all have goals we want to achieve. We all have things we want to do. Journal about how you feel about your drive. Do you follow through with things? Do you keep promises like you want to? Do you achieve the goals that you set for yourself? Maybe extend that question and ask, am I a good goal setter? Do I set goals that I can achieve? Is this something my will is capable of achieving? Give yourself more credit than you think you need here, and give yourself a lot of grace. I will leave you to journal and cue you out in a few moments. begin to finish up your thought here. And then go ahead and set your journal aside. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're going to press ourselves up into tabletop pose. Do a few cat-cows, wiggle your hips, whatever you need to do here. And then swing your hips around. Come into one last boat pose and lower down onto your mat. Extend your feet. Widen your feet to the edges of the mat, wider than the hips. Relax your hands by your sides or on your belly. And come into your Savasana, closing your eyes and letting your body digest all of the hard core work that we did today. You did a great job, so now just enjoy the rest. Begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to make circles with the wrists and the ankles. Maybe stretch the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And when you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position, or you can roll like a ball up to a seated position. And join me on the mat, cross legs. Hands resting on the thighs, eyes closed for our final meditation. Begin to breathe deeply here, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Bring your attention to your solar plexus, that area between your belly button and your sternum. If you want, you can place your hands there. Imagine that flame that we pictured at the beginning of class there. Is it the size of a candle flame? Maybe a fireplace fire? Maybe a bonfire? There's no right or wrong here. Just picture a flame there, whatever you can see. Breathe deeply and imagine that flame getting bigger, brighter. This flame represents your will, your follow-through, your drive. We all want to accomplish certain things in our lifetimes, and this is the will that guides us. So with every inhale, imagine that flame getting brighter and larger. With every exhale, imagine sending out that light into the world from you. Inhaling to make the fire bigger and brighter, and exhaling to send that light out into the world. Focus on the visual for a few more moments, and I will cue you out of the meditation when we're done. Begin to release the visualization, coming back to your breath and your body. Breathe deeply here. You did a great job today. Whenever you're ready, inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. And gently blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. There will be more classes like this coming your way. And don't forget to subscribe. There's always more yoga and meditation on the way to you. With that said, have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you next time on the mat.